Okay, to start, we're gonna go and press the parameter button. Okay, and from there we're gonna hit the super button, and then material calibration. Now we're gonna select the material we're gonna calibrate, and we'll select this particular case A36 sheet steel. Hit OK. Now we're gonna enter the gauge or type in the actual value. Now we're going to select our tool. Select the appropriate tool. In this case we're using Wheel of Tools, the preferred tools. And now we're going to select our punch. Same way. This is important. Now if we have an RAM extension we'll select it. We don't in this case, so we won't. Okay, and the same thing with the lower holder if you use one or not. And now we're going to enter our profile, our bend length and bend width. Okay, so we're going to enter that dimension into the first. Okay, and then on the next one, that's I believe 3 inches. Okay, and we're ready. So now we hit full calibration, first button, and here we'll be able to see how the X target has been, took your part, cut it in half, and that's where it's going to put the back gauge. So now we hit run, and you can verify again your target's correct, and you hit start. Okay, theoretical pinch point, we just hit enter and then finish, and we're ready to go, and we're ready to bend. Okay, now we're going to measure our test part. Take that number, I think it's 96 degrees, and we're going to enter that into the control. So we go to edit, select Y correct, type in the value we recorded, which was 96, hit enter, so that was a 60 correction, hit run, and we're going to do another test bend. Okay, now that we've bent our part, let's remeasure it, and it's 90, so we're good to move on. We're going to enter our values. Excuse our blurry footage, but we hit F6 for enter values, and here we're going to start inputting our values into the slots. So the first one, he's going to measure here. He's going to enter this value into the first entry, and you type in that value. Then we're going to measure our next flange here. Okay, 1.59. We'll enter that into the next point. And once that's entered, it's going to calculate the inside bend radius, the spring back, and we just hit the save button there. Okay, and it's ready to go. You'll see that little green indicator, and we hit finish. Once you hit the finish, you'll see this window change back to your main screen. Okay, to turn on material calibration, we hit parameter. Then we're going to go over to job setting. And then that first entry there, we just hit that, make sure it's on and not off. To see the data that's been saved, press parameters, super, hit material cal, and then the last button, F11, all MCR. This will display all the data that's been saved from your calibration and every material as you do it. To use material calibration within a job, start a new job, select drawing or angle mode. It only works in those two. And when you select a material that hasn't been calibrated, you'll get a warning with that little yellow indicating there's no data. Now select the material you did calibrate, including the gauge, Okay, when you hit OK, you're going to see a green message saying that there's material that's been calibrated, and it'll use that info. And that's it.